Hello, hello. Oh, we still can't show the picture. This is single player. I am Becker Wozat, and welcome to the third episode of Cubyz, or however it ought to be pronounced. I am finally down to, as you can see here, if you can see the position, it says negative 265. We are also on version 0.0.1 now. And as you can see down here, we've got quite a bit. Well, admittedly only 3. But that's better than nothing of iron, and so that's why I have this here, so that I could say, hey, this is where I was. I thought I was going to have to go back. But no, I managed to get down here without any problems, so that's all there is to that. So we're going to start by checking what we got. The biggest problem the game has right now is I can't see these numbers, and I don't want to make these any bigger on the screen. I'm recording in 720p. And the numbers are barely readable, and the zeros look like 8s and the 8s look like zeros, among other problems. And there's if I try to make the UI bigger so I can see the numbers, then it's too big for the screen. So that's the problem. Minecraft says, I'm told that in 002 iron is being moved to negative 50,000. Oh no! What am I gonna do? Worse, it's a joke. Oh, that's even. Oh no! Oh, what am I gonna do? They're playing a joke, and we won't have any. All right, first we're going to see how this is doing. It doesn't take. You can't get iron with the regular. But fortunately, I brought me an old-style pickaxe from way, way back when. I haven't used it yet. Just in case something like that would happen. Oh, here we go. That wasn't helpful. Where'd it go? It's all the way down there. Ugh. Wait, how do I get back up? I can't get back up. A very unforgiving system if you have to have one of these. Very, very unforgiving. But we're here. And we got it. And we're going to be looking a little bit longer to see if we could find any more. Better have 3. Okay, let's see what we got on here. What is this? Pebbles. Okay, there isn't anything, so that's where we gotta do this. Ah! Oh, that's too big. Okay, well, while we're here, I want to talk about. I know Minecraft already knows this stuff. You can look at it on my Discord, but there's a number of things that you could do in order to make really good tools, and I wanted to show you how I made the tools. And it just so happens I've finally modified OBS so that I have some space on the right screen, so I can look at a picture. Took longer than it needed to. Okay, let's do this thing. Okay, now the first thing is that wooden handles are always the best. Okay, the second thing is for the main tools you never need any more than 6 stone when you have to use stone. I'm not talking about that right now. Okay, so what we do, these always have to be lit up before they get 0 durability. Just means it'll break in one swing. So you do this, and there you go, 80 durability. But that's not the best. That's not the best here, because we could add this on, and it's 83, which is better than the 80 that you get from that. However, if you do this, you get 82. However, do this, and you've got 83 without needing any additional stone. Besides that one, so we've only got 6 stone and 3 planks, and you've got 83 for a shovel, and that is the best you could get. But you need to have 3 planks instead of 2. That's it. All right. Next, the X. Now the X again. Again, one of these. Again, one of these. And you have to attach it. This is pretty much a standard X as I have been doing it. Then you gotta do that. Wait a minute. Why am I still getting 0 durability? Did they change it? Oh, here we are. 93 durability. This is the best you can get. And needless to say, 93 is very, very good. Again, you get 4 more durability by using that. You take that off. 91. 0 for some reason. 0 for some reason. It's all 93 is the best, and this is what is required. Next and finally is the pickaxe. We won't count the sickle because the sickle doesn't really do anything yet. Also, the chisel is coming. Did you say yaks? Yeah, yaks all the time. The pickaxe is a different thing. Most people who make one, they just do da 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 da, and then da 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 da, which works, yes. And then other people are like, let's do this, and they're like, yeah, fine, 88, that's great. But it uses too much stone. And so what we need for a pickaxe is we need to, to take one out that goes from 88 to 87. So that's, you break 1 stone fewer, but then you use 1 stone fewer, so it's the same. 86, 85, and then 83. Take this one out. 85 down to 83 again. But there's a way to get 85 without bothering with all this. Take these out. Take that in there. There you go, 85. But what about the other ones? Well, you see, that goes up to... That doesn't do anything. 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 So, this is the best pickaxe possible. And now you know. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go see if we can find any more iron in this area, which I had to dig down. I said, that's it, I'm going to dig straight down. But you can't dig straight down because you'll just take damage and get killed. So I dug down a certain distance, fell that distance, then I moved one laterally, and I just kept doing that. So that's what we're going to do. When we're going to go down as far as we can, we'll do what we can. I like that you got ice, but you could place the torches on it. All right. This is a dead end. The caves down here are terrifying. Oop. Let's see, I've got some glaciite, ice, frost, more glaciite. Not sure what's going on there. Now, I haven't seen any other iron yet, but when any other iron turns up, I shall know it. I shall get it. Now, let's, I don't know. There we go. Da, 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 da. Now this goes down to something like 400, negative 400, so that's good in its own way. But this is not where we want to be, necessarily. Oh. Still going down. I'm just looking for... well, if we have to. The Tool Workers Guild wants to have words with you for revealing their secrets. Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. The Tool Workers Guild that I didn't sign a non-disclosure agreement with, and who did not make any rules that I am required to abide by. Sound like the Backstreet Boys. Yeah, I really don't want that stuff. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a recipe to just make the, if they make the chisel, but you still have to go really far down to get iron. I'm gonna just not bother with it. I'm gonna just make a chisel recipe that requires copper. Because they're being real jerks with the way they run this thing. It's like they don't care. I know they care, but I said it's like they don't care. They're just not making this game playable, you know? Playable enough, anyway. It's the kind of thing that upsets a guy like me all the time. All the time. But I am willing to play it, so what's the problem here? Oh, and look what I found. Back there, over my shoulder. One morning he awoke in a green hotel. And once again, I have to I have to find my pickaxe. It doesn't look like it, because I'm using that's an old pickaxe. I made it ages and ages ago. If I made a new one, it would be done differently. In fact, I'm going to have to look to see what would be the best kind of pickaxe possible under the circumstances. I've only been looking at regular pickaxes made out of stone and shovers and look, redstone. 4, 5. Okay, don't do that. I was supposed to do an episode of 0 today, but then this update dropped. I dropped the update. What am I going to do? Does it still work? Ooh! We finally come across that stuff. And it's the really cool stuff. It's the red stuffity stuff. Ooh! Ha ha ha! We're only at what? Negative 327. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, I don't even know if we can use that. Can we grab any of it? Well, first let's look around to see if we can get any more iron. We gotta get as much iron as we can, because we don't know if we'll ever be able to get any for quite some time. I'm still making the stairs that go down, you see, but the stairs have been doing very poorly. I used this pickaxe, Gandalf, 3,000 years ago. Da 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 da. I really like that you can do stuff like make your own items, make your own blocks, make your own recipes. It's really awesome. I can make a whole bunch of different blocks and stuff. And why don't I? I don't need to. That's what's so great about it. I'm just going to play as much of the vanilla content as possible, only making a few graphic changes here and there. You know, like I got wood. Is from Minecraft. No, not wood. Dirt. Dirt is from Minecraft. Alright. How much we got? We got a lot. That's what we got. Alright, so now we're going this way. Be careful, I think the Oompa Loompas dwell not much further down. Oh, I thought they dwell farther down. They only dwell further down, so that's better. Well, if you know anything about the original book of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, you'd know a really unsettling thing. The Oompa Loompas were this tribe, and they were being treated like slave labor, and they were being treated like they were not human. Whoa, we got yellow going on here. It's the piss caverns. Where's the light from this coming anyway? Is it just random? Here's a light. These are the kind of caverns that you might have found in the original Minecraft 000 when there was nothing but cobblestone underground, and there was less and less of it as you got further down, and then it started looking like this. Needless to say, that is not a good version of Minecraft to play. There's like nothing in it, but well, that's about it, really. Speaking of that's about it. Yeah, most of the changes to 001 are a few bug fixes, and I really appreciate bug fix releases. I really do. Because this game had a few bugs, but it still got some bugs. Really, it's only somewhat playable, and I'm fine with it being as playable as it is. It could be worse. Ooh. Ooh, what's in here? Ooh. Oh yes. These caverns are large enough to hang glide in. And guess what? We don't have a hang glider yet. Oh wow, now we got blue over here. He blew over here on the hang glider. Yeah, the thing we need the most of is... there's torches. What we need ladders, we need a bunch of things. And I do hope that they add some functionality to the game in the near future for stuff like this. Oh, dabba dabba da. I keep thinking I could break iron with a stone pick. And why not? Because it has to be one of these picks. Why? One of these very badly made picks, I can tell you. Alright. Can't go up that way. So I place a block. $42. Yeah, so we need to improve the functionality of the game by having numbers that we can see without having to make the UI too big. It's a common joke. I didn't want to make this a cave episode, but we're stuck with... that's when you have to fight creatures. There's still no creatures in the game yet. And 010 is not going to have creatures either. But that's okay. I wasn't... oh, it's not yellow anymore. Now it's white. Does this like change color? If I stand here and look at it, will it become blue or something? Weird. Now, I still want to see if we can find any more iron down here. I mean, we've only got 11. 11 is not much. We need more. More, I tell you, more. Let's see what we can do over here. I don't know. Nothing. Well, it was nice being here. Oop, another one. Nope. That should be fallable without taking damage. And we made it, but I have no idea what the deal is with this place. Are there saplings yet? Nope. Nope, that's another thing that we need for better functionality. Gotta get those saplings, or at least get some way to grow trees. I mean, if we go too long without this, I'll have to make recipes for example, you know, one block of wood makes 2 blocks of wood, kind of thing. Oh, you see, now I thought that was... Tell me that does not look like it could be iron. Nope, it's not iron, it's copper. That's okay, we've got plenty of room. Alright, here's one that we could probably break. We have it. It's called Glow Crystal / Crimson. Alright, now we got a problem with we're running out of space for everything. I'm going to have to drop something. It's probably going to be this gravel. Or maybe the ferroc, because we're not going to have any ferroc down here. Oh yeah, let's get rid of the ferroc. First we got to go to the edge of something. Pressing Q does nothing. I think that's in a newer version, dev version, so you just do that and it falls out. Alright. Eight so far. When 01 comes out, 010 comes out, I should say, there's a chance that the music will be better by then. If so, I might want to give it a run, because they're using a lot of royalty-free tracks. Well, there's more over there. What even are those? What color are those? I don't know. Maybe it's just stuff that's in the fog. I don't like the fog, okay? Man, this just goes on and on. But we're not here for those. Much nice though they are. Can we make anything with them? I didn't click on that. I frickin' did not click on that. Fine. I better not mess with that. Alright, let's see if we can go back and get more of this. It's all over here. Can I just do this? Alright, so we got 26. Break 1, you got 27. Okay, yeah, you could do it with the hand. Don't have to break the... But you know what? I like that it goes this fast. Ah. Dum 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 dum. $52. It's still awesome no matter how you slice it. Big giant don't know. That's the other texture I turned into. You got Minecraft gravel. Minecraft gravel and Minecraft dirt. Why not? I mean, I know why not. Shouldn't be focusing too much on Minecraft. That's how it is. Okay. Up. Did it again. We could go down as far as we want as long as we don't take damage. Of course, there is a limit. Eventually, you find yourself accidentally falling. Yep, I saw that. And they don't have the jump place very well yet. Six. Where's the other ones? Where are the other ones? I broke 4 of them. I should have 9. I have instead 6. Where'd they go? Well, I gotta find them. Wherever they are, they gotta be somewhere. Broke them from up there. Unless some of them went up. Well, that was a big waste of time. $52. Yeah, I broke like 1, 2, 3, 4. I brought like 5 of them, and instead of 57, I get 56. I think there's another bug we got going on here. Something is... I guess you have to stand right next to it to be guaranteed of getting it. Which means I should have pillared higher. Yep, my fault. What's over there? It's just a blank. Yeah, there's a bunch of items probably just floating around in the world somewhere. No, that's copper. Alright, here we go. We're gonna just put it there so you can see it. 16. 17. 18. 19. All right. I gotta see if we could go down from here. Or we already checked that. We can't. I'll spend as long as I can down here, but don't know how long we got before we run out. This goes a long way down. I've already been over there. Well, let's go as far down as we can, see what happens. Well, I made it back. And there's the dirt texture, which we all know and love. The grass texture, I don't know yet. But here we go. Here's the place. No, that is wood. Is that wood? It is wood. Got room? Okay, the story so far. Up here we have been flattening out this terrain, or at least we were trying to flatten out the terrain. We finished that area, and we were working on that area last I checked. Do we have any dirt on us now? No. We got logs, 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 and logs. We've got a lot of trees that saplings don't break up yet. I'm sorry, leaves don't break up yet because they don't form saplings. About the only thing we could do is sometimes they drop apples, but it has to be oak and not baobab. Been working on this. I want it to be a big tower. It'll be just a flat, ugly tower because it's the first thing we've got. The first thing we got. As you can see, base 1 started in 000, started on the 14th. And that's pretty much it. Now what we're doing on this side is we're digging out this edge over here all the way down so that we can make this go all the way to the back. And yet at the same time we have to fix all that. Flatten that terrain out, and then we need to place a few more torches, but we don't need to focus on the torches. And I was trying to get a chisel. Well, now we've got a chisel. Oh, and for those who are wondering, this is where the I'm not going to fall down there, but this is where the hole is. You go down, then you go down that way, then you go down that way, then you go down that way, and it's safe. It's safe. You don't take damage falling to all those locations. So here's the not treasure room, but storage area. And we've already got all this. And we're going, oh, a lamp, you say? But is it a lamp you could carry? Or how's the air down there? Any radon? No, but there's Godzilla. All right. Whoa, that's too big. All right, what was I saying? Okay, and then we gotta have. So I have to use the mouse wheel, and I can't hold on to that because it'll cause me to take those, which I don't want. And here is a chisel, and it looks very much like a chisel, not from the chisel mod, but from the other mod that had a chisel in it. We will only take one at the present time, because right now we only need one, but in future we will need more. I'm going to put the other iron ingots away, I think. And I stupidly got rid of these. Well, that's how it goes. Alright, speaking of which, let's I'm going to assume we could turn the copper blocks back into copper ingots, and if we can't, we're in serious trouble. Do we need these for anything else? We're probably gonna need them for something, but we'll keep them in storage for now. Anyway, that's the important thing. Okay, extra junk. Well, there's just too much of that. Snow, frost, ice, glow crystal, which we're probably going to put somewhere, but I don't know where. Well, let's make it on the outer. Let's put a couple of them on the outer wall, so you can see we got this nice red glow. Oh, well, it's daytime now. I love this, but looks like Mickey Mouse. Okay, so we gotta put these there, put this away here. Oh, we gotta put gravel away. I don't know what we got for all these other ones, so I gotta look around here. There's dirt, sandstone, slate. Well, I need some more tools. Let's see. What more tools do I need? Yeah, that's it. All right, these are the limestones. Wait, I got iron again? What? Well, that doesn't make any sense. Did it duplicate or something? Must have duplicated. I don't know. Alright, well, never mind that. Oh, we need more planks. That's right. We don't really need that. I didn't have something for gravel, so we're just going to have to put the gravel in here. Oh, we got one for gravel. Okay, good. Slate over here. Why is the slate over there and not over there? What's going on here? Anyway, we got more once these become more than one stack each. Okay, we're done with that. Now we're going to check out them stairs. Now, first we got to have something that we want to have that we could do with our little magic chisel here. I don't think sandstone is a good idea, but we need to use it for something. So we'll see what we can do here. Okay, there it is. So now the chisel, bloop, bloop, bloop. And there we go. It's a stair. Okay, now that we know that that's how it's done, and I know that when you break all of the blocks in a block area, then it drops the block, I think. Whoop. Ooh. Alright. It's still kind of clunky going up and going down the stairs. Going up the stairs is really smooth, But going down is clunk, 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 clunk. So it's not a perfect situation yet. But now we can go down and upstairs, and we can start digging out in areas, going up and down a lot faster to certain things, and so on and so forth. And that was the whole point. Now what we get to do... But what we're going to do here is Alright, so the idea here is let's break one of these to make sure that what we thought was correct. Alright, this is the last one. Let's see what happens. Oh, it won't break the last one. Okay, and it didn't give it to us either when we dropped it. Or is it limestone? It doesn't look like limestone. That's limestone, isn't it? No, that's sandstone. Wait a minute. It is limestone. It is. It doesn't look like limestone at all. It looks like sandstone. I mean, it looks like regular... Nah. Alright, well, we know that works anyway. That's the important thing. And so now we can finally go up to the next level, and we can dig out a next level, and we can start increasing the space on this incredible situation. And I think that's good enough for today. Oh, I wanted to go to 0, 0, and since we're looking at this, where is 0, 0? Oh, we're almost 3,000 blocks. Oh, we're 8,000 blocks out at least. It's that way. It's that way. That way is 0, 0. I've wanted to go to 0, 0. We'll build our big giant citadel tower there. But we've only just gotten started. So we'll need to dig up 8, I think. Yeah, it's not the best result possible, but it's an okay result, sort of thing. So that's up 3. I didn't realize the under texture that was that color. That was a bit of a surprise. Okay, so now we know what this area is like. Oh, and I just realized something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blank runs up against that. That's no good. So it's probably going to have to be up 6 and not 5. I mean, not 8. Down here it's 8, but up here it's going to be only 6. Still, it could be worse. Okay. Having interior lighting. Oh, we wanted to check what was going on outside. Red. Now that is cool. This is not a very good texture design. But like I said before, we'll work on it. We'll be adding little pillar things and stuff later on. But right now we want to just dig into the top of this, and I really like that coloring. Colored lighting, my friends. This is where it's at. Wish it was at somewhere else, but that's not the point. All right. Okay, so what we need to do next is we need to start digging, or not digging, start pathing towards 0, 0. First, let's move everything back here. Limestone's going to have to be used for a lot. Sorry, sandstone is going to have to be used for a lot of our early building, because that's what we don't. We can't use it for anything else. So building it's going to have to be. Okay, there we go. Now. Yeah, that's going to have to be where we're going to put the back wall around here somewhere. And then probably something on this side. Oops. Haven't been that way yet. Righto. 2. I'm probably still losing a lot of items by not being right up against it when I break it. Some of the stuff is getting away, somehow falling into the dirt, into the stone or something. Oh, now that's interesting. The fact that you could do that. I don't remember a cactus being down here. I don't even know where we are. Righto. This game probably still says Minecraft on the listing as to what it is. I tried telling YouTube, hey, it's not Minecraft. Would they listen? No. Does cacti cause damage if you bump it? Nope. It also seems to be able to grow up. It grows against other blocks, which it shouldn't do in Minecraft. We're not playing Minecraft, like I said. Yeah, all I can say now is play the game while you can before they add hostile mobs and make it impossible to play and maybe even unappealing to play for all I know. I'm joking, of course. It is very appealing to play as it is. So this goes out here, and so this is where the exit area is going to be. But I wanted a bunch of things here. I'm going to work a little bit on the outside of the... Oh yeah, this is going to go out this way as far as I could, but I don't know how far out it should go because of the building itself. So I don't know. And here's the big storage room. I really like that I finished this. It took a lot longer to empty this out than it does in Minecraft, is all I can say. With the same stone tool usage and such like. What else? More torches, I guess. I don't know. Need to make more limestone bricks. Let's take a whole bunch of them this time. First gotta find them. There's the sandstone. Slate. Limestone. Here we go. Let's take a whole bunch. Look at that. You just can't make it go faster. Okay, so it puts it down there if you shift click it, but if you control click it or just regularly click it, it just puts it in your hand. In the future, maybe when people aren't looking kicked up, but move towards them and then stop if a person turns around. Now that just sounds like desperation, really. Oops. Oh no. Oh no, I made too many. How did I get that wrong? But they can only live on sand. I think that's not true either. I think they yeah, we don't have daytime coming up. We need a ladder to get up there. I don't want to make stairs on the outside. There's just so much that needs to be worked on this thing. I think the people who are working on all the various modules and sub-modules that are being worked on in dev, I think that they might not know how to make the best. And so there's going to be a lot of work in that direction, and a lot of it's not going to get done. A lot of it's not going to be perfect. And there's going to be a lot of work that has to be done on stuff even after it's been finished and maybe even finalized. But, you know, we've got a lot of people very enthusiastic. They're like, yeah, I get to work on Minecraft kind of thing. Only it's not Minecraft. It's like I don't have to make a mod for Minecraft. I can make something that might get into the vanilla game, you know, although maybe not. It depends. Depends on what it is and how much of it it is, and so on and so on and so on. I love that. I love that kind of we don't know what's going to happen next. That kind of excitement and enthusiasm is what we want. What have we got here? We need to put this back here where it goes. We need to put that back there where it goes. Oh, and the other day I had a bug. I was breaking some of these while crouching, because you never know if you're going to fall down because there's a hole under it or something. And when I was breaking it, a bunch of the blocks jumped into the air and were in midair. A bunch of the broken blocks were just in midair. I think it had something to do with the ticking or something, because it wasn't accepting it, and I jumped up and nothing happened, but then after a few seconds it sort of fixed itself. The things that happen in the early days of bugging is all I can say. You know, I think I should just make a pick. An iron pick, and see what that's like. How many iron do we need to make an iron pick? I don't know. Well, as soon as this busts, as soon as this last pick stops working, we'll go back and see what we could do. Boop. Oh, wait. All right. Yeah. And now that we could do this with stairs, I definitely want to start doing more the chisels. And we got to figure out what to do about this. I need to have a wall like here. Have a wall like here, like up here. And then we would go into the next room through here, sort of thing. And then we'd have more stairs this direction, I think. Slate, we've only got... Now, see, it would be nice to see that in the tooltip, but what I'm looking at, it says 72, but it could easily be mistaken for 22. Or 27, or... This is not good. This is not good at all. Yeah, put away the limestone there. One dirt. Alright, so let's see here. And see, now I get to look at the... That's why I was holding off on doing the next episode, is because... Oh, wait, that's the wrong one. We've got 4 shovers. 2 axes. So it's the picky axes. That's another thing. We need more storage. I'm sorry, just because you could go up to 120 or 128 or whatever the number is with these doesn't mean that we've got enough storage space. We need more storage space. We need more slots. And I would also like to have not only the numbers to be bigger, but I'd like the numbers to be bigger, you know. I'd like to have more than 120 of an item. in one slot. And I'd like the numbers to be something I can actually see. Just the way it is. All right, we're going to go now. We're going to look at what we could do with that. So let's get some of these. Need more iron ingots, so we'll take one of these. And I had no idea that we had more iron ore. Let's leave one behind, though. Okay. We'll do pickaxe, obviously. Zero durability. I think that's obvious. Ooh, look at that. Do we need more? It decreases. All right, what else do we got? Oh! Oh, that is awesome. What? Whoa. All right, so the answer is if we want to have the maximum durability, this is what's needed. Maybe. Maybe. Let's see. Wait a minute, though. That's 18. That's a distance of 18. You're very picky. Holy moly, that's a huge jump. Yes, yes, it is. But what we had to do to get the iron ingots is ridiculous. We had a lot to do to get iron ingots. I gotta take a drink for a second here. Is it worth it going down into the depths to try to find iron? If we can't find iron, so this is ideal. So this is ideal for the for this. But it uses up 6 iron, and we've only got 5 more iron after that. Well, and we got we got 4 more in the other one, in the chest. So is this worth it, or should? Well, I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. We're gonna have that. This will still be needed to mine out any iron. So maybe we need to do the same thing with copper. So let's see what we got for copper. Okay. $350, $269, $404. That's only adding 6 or less. So it looks like this is the best one. This is the best one possible, unless you add other stuff like stone or something. Can we just add stone here? Oh, it goes down. That's weird. I don't see why it should go down. Of course, we don't want to use too much slate, but yeah, that's pretty good. But we got one already. So that's what we've come up with. Is basically works with stone. It works with other things. It's just ideal, and that's all there is to it. Okay. Now we have some kind of idea of what we're doing, although we still got this big problem of everything else. But we now have... I still don't know what the sickle is for. We'll have to look that up again. Sandstone, planks go up there. Dirt. Okay. Much though I think this is kind of stupid. We gotta place one. Here you go. Bloop. Need more dirt. Gotta flatten this terrain out. Gotta go up there and dig all that out. We have a functioning world now, and now I can stop this. It's only 1 hour and 8 minutes into the stream, and I can now stop. But of course I'm not going to stop. I'm going to dig. I'm going to dig areas out. Okay, so what we need to do is... I gotta figure out where this ends. I guess the best way to figure out where it ends is just go out this way. Is that really it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's it. Are there buckets? Can water be moved? I think I saw a bucket once. Unless they're made of copper ingots. No. Wooden buckets? I would have sworn I saw a bucket somewhere. Maybe it's in dev version or something. I haven't played on a server yet, and there's a reason for that. Okay, so 4. Water does not flow. Water just sits there. You can walk around underneath it, that sort of thing. Water is not very good. Oh. This is meant to be a little bedroom, but I don't have a bed yet. We don't have beds yet. Same sort of thing as my alpha game. That was Minecraft Alpha. You know, didn't have beds yet. Beds weren't introduced until late in beta. Alright, so what we need to do is we need to go to... Here we go with the cheaty. Okay, so that... This. And so we need to go to... 2904, I think. And there's a little bit of light coming from a nearby area beneath it or to the side of it, which would be over here. Right. This area could be a little closet or something. It's not that important. None of this is very important. That's another thing, though. If we want a floor, let's say, for example, we wanted... let's say we were underneath something. We wanted to have a floor right there. What we could do is this. And voila, it's a slab. Not only that. Okay, now watch. I think that says 95? Or is that 35 or 95? That is such small text. And see, the problem is if I increase doing, we can see the numbers more clearly, but then there's less room on the screen. All right, so anyway, we break this, and it should give us the whole block back. See how wonderful that is? And so the chisel becomes a completely important tool, but if we use the chisel, we can't... in the future, if it's going to break, then we have to have a chisel that can be made. And so now what we can do, we want the wall to be thicker. I mean, if we want the wall to be thinner, I'm sorry, we could just give it some vertical slab. Well, that becomes a problem. And there we go. A vertical slab, just like that. And that is how it works. Of course, it becomes more of a problem in this direction, but that's not important here. Oops. Oh, did I... Idiot. There we go. Now we can light these up. We've got... we could do without that. And so we can have the room in here with still no doors yet. There we go. And so now we can pillar up to here without having to worry about being too high up. And that's the point. So what are we going to do with the... we have to have another staircase going up. And you know, this is a good place to put it as any. Of course, as for water, we don't have any water in this area. Have to travel some distance to get to it. There's a map mod. Oh yes, I'm paying attention to that stuff. There's a map mod, and I definitely want to use it because I definitely need to get where I'm going. But it's also, but they haven't made it available yet, so don't need that. Okay, so alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I I'm sorry about the lack of music. I was gonna do some music. I was looking into what OBS had for add-ons that could add music, but there wasn't anything that was any more than free but trial. And if it's trial, then I can't use it because the money runs out. There's no money for that. If I was getting a bunch of people donating to me and I had a lot of money, so I'm thinking of I'm gonna maybe run some kind of, maybe I'll run a media player or something. But I got to get a really big playlist of tracks that are royalty free. One, two, three. Right. Yeah, a lot of people are going to be put off by having to break blocks so slowly compared to Minecraft. That is definitely something that should definitely be worked on in the future. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I don't think we have to worry too much. This game is such an early. It's going to take months for it to get its act together. 0, 1, 0 is going to be great, but it's still going to be very primitive. The biggest change, as far as I can tell, is making the chisel a regular tool, which means there's going to be durability to it and stuff like that. And that is that's going to be a problem early on. I've already said that. I really like the mechanic of you break a block, but it's coal. You don't break it. It just breaks the coal off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. Really parched right now. It's at 5:15 a.m. Okay. Yep. That's kind of clunky. We might want to break this up, because that goes up to there. And so we got 2 more blocks we could break here. That would be good. We could do that. Clearing out these rooms is going to be kind of silly. What we have to do is we have to break these. Sandstone for any walls or floors that are not used until we run out of sandstone. Yeah, we're getting there. If we've got these, we don't need these. Wait, are these breakable? Are these breakable while holding torches? Yes! You could break them. Well, that was unexpected. All right, we're still working on this. Yeah, I'm insisting on playing the game like this. In survival mode without any cheats. Although I'll take advantage of glitches, but I won't take advantage of any cheats. Because this game has to be played without cheats as far as I'm concerned. I also looked into a way to see if I could make gamma, if I could increase gamma while it was nighttime. If I could press a button and it would turn gamma on. That didn't happen. It's not possible. Okay, I wanted to try something here. Let's see. I like that. Can't do all of them, though. Well, I guess I could. Oh, and we've also got the problem of there's that. So where do we put the wall going out there to go out to that? I actually don't know, because I think this just keeps going. How much... let's just go this way and see what we can run around a bit. No hunger bar. So you could run when you have to go somewhere. Running is the thing to do. So it goes all the way out here. We don't want to have a wall that goes all the way out here. So obviously we're going to have to rein the wall in at some point. Some kind of limitation beyond which we should not be required, etc., etc., etc. And it goes in this way. Ah! Who made it? Yeah. Ow! Yes, it's too big an area to have walls around everything. It's only meant to be a temporary base, and then we're going to start heading towards 0, if we can. This is the first time I've made a circumnavigation of the entire rock, whatever it is. So we gotta work out how big this place is supposed to be. I think we're gonna start doing some exploring now. Not right now because it's nighttime, but we're gonna sort everything out here. What I need to get rid of, what I need to put away. The ferroc is over here somewhere. Where are you? Ferroc, where are you? Ferroc! I don't even know if I've got anything on these. Where's the ferroc? There! With you guys. And slate. Always need the slate. We always need more slate. We always save more money. The Rock of Ages. Yes. How are we going to do this? And then this will be where we're going to put the... I'm getting dizzy doing that. Some kind of pillar. Seven there, 7 there. Actually, maybe 5 is a good stopping point until such time as we can pillar up or something. All right. That's an interesting idea. Okay, now I don't want to do this because it might break it, but let's see. Ah! Can't use chisels on that. Okay. Nice to know. Yeah, like I said, this is just a... It's not even a work in progress. It's just a work that's being worked. We could work on the other side, though. Maybe. What level is this on again? 33.9. Alright, so we got this here. This will be it. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so 2920 is not what we have here. We gotta go over here and... $29.21. Okay. I'm glad monsters don't spawn at this point, though. Say what you will about that, but it really is going to be a problem. The reason I was asking about buckets of water earlier was to make a water drop down to iron level for quick mining. Yeah. That would be nice. Can't do it. Water doesn't flow. If you want something you can fall onto, there is mushroom blocks. If you've seen the drop videos that I've been posting and that other people have made, thank you very much, CodeMod, for making that one video. Back entrance. I think what we're going to have over here, though, since this... Here's another problem I'm upset about. Can't see a thing. I'm holding a torch in my hand and I can't see a thing. I saw something in the distance. Yeah, since it's up there... Well, let's look at it. This is 33.9. Okay, so over here... 27... 30... So it's a bit much. We might have to make that step down. Water doesn't have to flow for the drop. The water just sits at the bottom. Okay, that might work. I don't know what water does, though, regarding breaking falls. I could test it out, I suppose. I kind of want to place these bushes, or whatever they're supposed to be. I mean, just cactus right there. Yeah, let's just break all this stuff in the backyard, because this stuff is bloody annoying the hell out of me, and it's almost time to get going. I want to get going. See if I can travel to 0, 0. Let's hurry up. Okay, yeah, the limestone, the limestone gotta be dropped off there. And I need another one of these. The fact that I can remember that is good. Alright, off we go. Alright, we're going to head towards 0, 0, which is that way, so we will head that way. Okay, so it's about 2800, 7400. I should really mark that down. Yeah, let's do that. Let's head back. I think it was this way. So I have a list of where it is I'm supposed to go if I want to get back. Something I was not doing. Okay, so 290075. There. Now we cannot get that wrong. We cannot get lost. Although we might have trouble getting from point A to point B, that won't matter anymore. This is going to really eat up my... Oh. Still cringing. Like, no, don't touch the cactus. Journey to 00, which I was not expecting to have to do today. This is the opposite of Kurt J. Mack. And we're in the game that is opposite of that played by Kurt J. Mack. He hasn't played this yet. Will he ever play this? I don't know. He does play other games, but right now he's busy with these others. Still not used to the idea that I could drop 4 or 5 blocks without taking damage. Was not expecting that. Now, some of the biomes are not perfect because I made a mistake when I started the world. I had 2 sets of biomes for everything. And so there's a lot of... What biome are we in now, for example? It should say default savanna base. For a while I had default Cubyz or something. It was... So there was some kind of problem with the... Ooh... Wait, do I need any? So some of the biomes have been busted. They don't work the way they did before. Because I got rid of the duplicate list of everything, because I had the wrong idea as to how to make a texture pack, and so that's what happened. Both going down to 0. It's closer to this direction, so we'll go this way instead. I like the frame rate I'm getting. Love the mesa. Of course, I've been in the mesa ever since I started. Did I select large biomes or something? Well, there's a tree. a one block of wood tree. It's doing its best. That's a clicky keyboard today. At last we can see into the distance for the first time in ages. Look at that distance. Works best at night. I don't even need to go to the cave. Although I am going the wrong way around. I have to go around this mesa because I'm not going to get to 00 any other way. That mesa just goes on and on. It's parkour the way I don't think anybody had intended. Oh, look at this. Yeah, this is what. Look at the greenness of these blocks. But then you break it and it's just soil. Soil is what we probably need for, you know, for crops, but we don't have crops yet. A lot of mud and soil and who knows what else. This becomes less breathtaking over time because we've seen these. We've seen these before. We know what they're like. But it doesn't change the scope of the thing still being pretty good. Is there fishing? Well, there's no fish. It's like when I built that fishing shack in Alpha. There was no fishing then either. I could build a fishing shack now. Wouldn't matter because I still couldn't do fishing. Oh, look at this. It goes on. It goes really, really far into the distance. We've never seen those blocks before or anything. That is a tremendous visual incredulity. Or where are we? Yeah, so we still gotta go this way. Here's flowers. We don't get very many of those. Let's see if we can take it. We have a flower. Sea biscuits. Yeah, if we had fish, they wouldn't live very long because there's not much room for them in water where they can't. I can't get out of here. This is. Get nighttime. I gotta get as far as I possibly can. It's going to start to get darker on the screen now, so I don't know what's going to happen, whether you're going to see it properly or not. Like I said, I need to increase the... Oh, more flowers of a different kind. Daffodil. Might as well pick up the whole clump. Look, water! So let me show you what happens with the water. And there's lily pads. So yeah, I don't think you can take damage. There's no air bubbles. Maybe it's possible to take damage. I don't know. I gotta block this. What the hell happened? Why can't I go up? What's going on here? Nice if we had fishing, though. Well, we found the water. This isn't... I don't think this is the nearest water to the to my base. But I definitely need to... yeah, we're still a long, long ways. And then there's stuff like that happens. Can I break the water? See? That's what happens. Put a torch down there too, even. You have to jump to get out of the water too. That's annoying. Can I just take lily pads? It won't let me go back up. I'm trapped down here. Alright, here we go. And now I can't see, and I don't know if you guys can see either. Might be a good idea to wait the 10 minutes. Yeah, water flowing has to be fixed. Drowning in water probably has to be fixed. Mushrooms. I got room for mushrooms. But I don't know. Nope, can't see. All right, we'll stop for the evening. I really would like to change the gamma, and I don't know how to change the gamma. I mean, I could change the gamma in Windows, but then it would mess everything else up, and I'd have screen burning on my monitor. I need to change the graphic for. I need to change the gamma for just the game screen. It'd be nice if there was a way to do that in game. Let's see if we can look at the options here. Render distance. I don't know if that's the correct render distance. Render distance is not in chunks, so I get kind of confused about that. Leaves quality, no idea. Opaque leaves distance, field of view, bloom, vertical sync. Yeah, see, there's absolutely nothing here about sound. All right, well, let's see if we've got any... Nope, flowers don't have anything like any dyes or anything. I think dyes are in the new version, but don't quote me on that. Let's take a... I think we'll take a few minute break here while I sit back and relax. I gotta edit more alpha episodes. I have a number of alpha episodes edited and ready to go out, but there's like a whole bunch more to do on the hard drive, and then on my computer's hard drive, and then on the external hard drive I've got all the rest of the alpha episodes, and I've got all the beta episodes. It's going to take a long, long time. I really like this. I really like this glow the water has. I like the glow the sky has. This is much better, more detailed sky than Minecraft has. But that's its own problem. There's no moon, there's no sun, no galaxies or anything like that. So when it's daylight, it's just daylight. And it goes red before and after. It's just so weird. I love it, but you can't see anything, really. I don't know. Imagine if we had to fight monsters or creatures of some kind, and we had this level of darkness. We should have some way of changing daylight besides just make it daylight. Wait, what are the commands that are possible? Commands are not allowed because cheats are disabled. Yeah, I figured as much. It's gotta be that way. It's gotta be that way. Well, while we're here, what kind of trees are these? Oak? We got 96 oak. Or is that 46? Is that 46 or 96? 46, okay. $65, 46. Kind of wood is that? It's not either of them. Is it spruce? Willow? I don't want another type of wood right now. I've already got 2 types of wood. Well, it's approaching daylight, so let's start getting going. The idea of an enforced 10-minute break, or maybe a little less, is kind of really weird. That's also weird. Everything about this is weird. Gotta get used to it. That's another thing. No boats. No boats, Gandalf. Not even a Buckleberry Ferry. This is huge. Look at this. It goes way down there like that. I gotta be careful. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh. I'm telling you, I don't want to run anywhere. I want to walk and be very careful where I go. Just trying to get to 0, 0. I want to plant a marker there or something. Another thing I like is you can open to land just as if it was, as you could do in Minecraft. And so you could play the game with other people joining. You just have to invite players. So what I could do, invite player, and it'll say, please send your IP. That IP changes anyway, so I don't have to worry about that. Wait, are we going right? We're going that way. Oh, we were supposed to be going this way. Got turned around. That's just the IP for the game, though, I think. Well, I'm probably wrong. Should be able to get a good distance before we get there. I mean, before sunset. Maybe not all the way, maybe all the way, I don't know. Oh. Man, the speed is just great. Now you have to go to the other side. Up, here we go again. This is probably using a lot of bandwidth. It's like all this moving around. It's more than just I normally do, just walking around as I'm running. This is an advantage we have over Kurt J. Mack. He had to travel millions of blocks and he had to walk. We don't have a nether or anything we could go through. I think we have to worry about dimensions in the future, not right there. We have to worry about falling is what we have to worry about. Getting to those mountains in the distance. Still got a long, long way to go. Uh-oh. This is going to cause problems. It's a rift forest. There we go. Music changed, but I don't know what it... Oh no! Okay. Come on. If I played this game every day, and I didn't have to play Minecraft, I'd get a lot more done on it. It would be awesome. There we go, there's the way through. Or is it? Maybe I could just get away with playing Chrono Trigger music or something. Okay, I see there's a problem with my hearts. The half a heart doesn't have a black background. Must remember to fix that. Ooh, that's black. That is the blackest black I've ever... Ooh. Let's go in here and see what we got in here. Two-hour mark. I'm not going to be doing too many exploring videos if I want to build my stuff that I got to build. But I definitely should... I definitely should do some exploring to have some kind of idea where I am. Alright, this seems to be a dead end. Nice little... If we were hiding from someone... Well... Damn it, that thing's still up. Hold on, let me turn that off. And the idea is I have to get their IP for them to join my server, or to set this up as a server thing. So it's definitely a problem. Has to be taken care of. Alright, let's see what we got. Willow branches. Never saw that like that before. Alright. Alright. I can't see what I'm doing. It's too far. It's too far to see anything up there. I think I have to pillar up or go up somehow or something like that. go that way, I guess. Oh. That was dumb. No, that's not gonna work. We're literally looking for a northwest passage to 00. It's literally that way. Oh, here we go. Can't see a thing. I know. Is this snow or is this sand? I think it's snow, since we're going up a mountain. There's a Wayla-like mod, but I don't know if that really works. Climbing up the mountain. If you could call this climbing up. What is that? Log willow. Take another drink here. It looks so weird. It's like dark oak. Only darker. Yeah, I really don't see very much here. Bits of it are just too steep to climb. Maybe I could go that way, but I don't know. It's very likely I'm going to take my 2.5 hearts of damage. Yeah, that half a heart. I really need to make these hearts work. They just don't look right. There's like... It should be 1.5 hearts. It should be half of... Well... I'm going to have to look at it again. Whoa! Big drop. I can't get past all this. I'd have to climb up and... I'm so dependent on my old ladders or on pillaring up with available blocks. Like dirt and stuff. I need my dirt. If I go down there, it's going to make it so much more difficult to get back up. Maybe I can... I have no idea. If I go into that hole over there... That goes way down. I'm trying to go up. Come on, stars. Come on. Wait a minute. Did the stars even move? They're not moving. That's the way it usually is when you look outside at night. There's some twinkling, there's some, but they're not moving. They're not seen to move. It takes a while for them to move. But in game, you have daylight 10 minutes and you have nighttime of 10 minutes. All right. Well. I'm just gonna have to go. Worst thing that could happen is I don't get there, get killed or something. Also, I don't see them telling me which direction I'm facing, so I have to go. Is it this way? Is it this way? I don't remember. I have to go. Yeah, it's that way. That's impossibly high. But I'm gonna have to just place some block that I'm not gonna miss. I don't have one. Don't go bathroom in the dark, though. All right. Nope. Jumpy. Oh, looks like we were able to climb it after all. Mostly. Well, it looks like it's downhill from here. Okay, so, and this looks familiar. It was more that way. That's very far down. Very, very far down. Suddenly I'm glad for being able to go down a great distance. Without taking damage, I mean. But it is possible to get hooked on that and to still take damage. No way to heal that damage right now. There's no armor either. We have multiplayer, but we don't have armor. And that's a serious... Oh man, this just goes on and on. Oh, here's the tree roots. I don't know if you could get anything out of them. I don't have any room to spare. Got white flowers, very similar to... Well, they got some gray in them. Some tree branches look funny, and then there's mushrooms growing on trees. Weird structures. That should not have been possible. This is Mental Block Season 4 of the original vanilla all over again, where I had a base. I can't get out of here. Where I had a base that was like 4 kilometers from spawn, and then I had a mesa that was another large number of kilometers from there. Wait, suddenly another one of these? Need a rock climbing mod if no ladders. Oh yes, that is definitely what we need. Oh, we are so close. Just incredible. Oh no! Alright. Didn't get killed. Hooray. Now we're gonna get killed. Didn't get killed. Might still make it to 0-0. Yeah, we might not. It's not important. If we don't get to 0-0, that's fine. Purple yet? Yeah, somebody added a mod that adds dyes and stuff like that. Oh, boo as opposed to yay, he got killed going over the Niagara Falls. Is that what you mean? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, it's hard to tell what time of day it is because there's no sun in the sky. Beautiful, beautiful game. Okay, let's see here. It's more this way now. I wish we could just play whatever music we wanted and not worry about copyright strikes and things without having to spend money on all that. Isn't it good enough that we buy the albums? And I bought a lot of albums in my day. Oh, we're almost there. Let's put this on a little more. If we're going to end up, however, in that... If we're going to end up in the mesa... Another mesa. I mean, why is there so much mesa around here? It's nearing dark niche. Just some 500 blocks left in this direction. 600 blocks. There's gotta be more that way. It's somewhere around there, I should think. Once again, apologies if you can't see the game. It's a lovely day today. Lovely night. It really does get this dark in real life, and I really appreciate them doing something like that. But I should still like some way to turn on... the gamma, or increase the gamma. Well, let's see what we got. Down to half a heart, and there's nothing I could do to improve this. And it's a stupid half a heart, really. Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why. Yeah, now that I found that other song, which came first, good Good morning, Mr. Sunshine. That beats Mr. Blue Sky, even though that's a better... Blue Sky is a better song, obviously. And it beats Good Morning Starshine, the Earth Says Hello. You've already lost the game. What happened? Did you report it missing? Gonna find that game somewhere. Look under the couch cushions. Alright. We are very close. I believe it's this way. Straight diagonal from the center. This is an unremarkable place, but it is going to be 0-0, and we have to... It's weird, all these different things. It's like... Yeah. La da 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 da. Alright, this is one we have to keep on. It's 400 blocks away. Do you have to worry about how far down we can go? Because I think we've got... Well, that's we don't want to go there. We'll go this way. I'm also going to need to get a lot of slate. I'm going to need to get a lot of slate because... Make sure it's the slate we got. We got 44 slate. No, it wasn't slate. What was it? I don't know. Slate? I don't know. What was it? Limestone, perhaps? Sandstone? 50... Well, is that 58 or 50? Alright, here we go. It's 50. Alright, so that is definitely it. Yeah. Alright, we're making the room. We're making the room. We gotta do some decent pillaring up. Because who wants to do any indecent pillaring up, is all I can say. Man, I used to love Wumpus. I used to make my own Wumpus game. The original was nice, but there were only 20 rooms. And I thought, my Apple computer can handle more than that. I could do 100 rooms easily. And so I had random exits that go to different rooms. Kept adding more rooms. Later versions had 200, 300, 400 rooms. Then I thought, it's not enough to just hunt the Wumpus. I thought, we gotta do more than that. You know, so there were other things you could do. Like, after a while, a pirate went into the cave. It's a cove, or something like that. And he had treasure, and he was looking for his treasure. And if he found the treasure, he would take the treasure. And so you had to find the treasure before he did. Unlike the Wumpus, the pirate was awake, and if the pirate entered the room you were in, he would kill you, or keel haul you, or whatever. And then if you took too long, the Wumpus would wake up and start walking around for a little while. Then after a while, I'm thinking, well, what do we do next? And I thought, there was also a, if you really played for like thousands and thousands of turns, you'd get the place would get flooded, and then the flood would go from one room to the next. And eventually, the place would just be washed up. It was really awesome to play the game like that. Then I said, let's have a damsel in distress in here somewhere. So we have a princess or a damsel or whatever, and she's all tied up. And the idea is that the pirate had kidnapped her. He was going to hold her for ransom. But first he wanted to have a fun time with her. That was a really awful thing to put in the game. But, you know, back then we didn't have ratings and say this is adult material. Have I got enough? Have I filled this up yet? 75. That's not anywhere near enough. And so the idea is that you had to rescue the damsel in distress, but to do that you had to break her ropes, so you needed a knife. So you had to find a knife. Okay. Let's see, what else was there? I don't know what that is. Is that the same type? What did I just do? Yeah, it's a different block. Oh, I've been breaking Ferroc. Didn't realize that. So you had to break the bonds of the kidnapped damsel. And of course, if you tried to shoot the wumpus and you hit the damsel, it's like, oh no, you killed her by mistake. Stuff like that. I had to implement a scoring system where if you scored 0, then yeah, you could score 0, but you could also score negative points if you made any mistakes. And so it was really difficult. You had to shoot the wumpus and the pirate to get the most points. Oh, and I made the whole thing 3D. You could have up to 3 exits, or was it 4 exits? I made it a map where you had coordinates and everything, and you could go from one room to the next. And it was in 3D, and I had a little animation that played whenever you went from one room to the next. And then what you could do is I didn't tell anybody, but you could shoot a hole in the wall, and it would create a pathway. Well, it's daytime now. I guess that's enough. Alright, so let's see what we got. It's this way. Let's see, what else did I add? I added a rat. The idea is if you're carrying the knife, the rat will steal your knife. That didn't make any sense, but I didn't care. Uh-oh, is something wrong with my mouse? No. Maybe it's arthritis. I should have my tools equipped with Bane of Arthritis. Are we here yet? Oh, we are close. We have to travel downwards again. This is beautiful, but it's a really weird place to have a 0-0. There ought to be like something where you can have like a little flat plane or something. Mushroom Island or something. Alright. Only half a heart, just take any damage at all, and I have to start all over. Oops. Here it is. It's in the hole. Why am I not surprised? Okay, here we go. Yep. Just hold down spacebar and right mouse button, and this is what happens. This is not efficient. Doing, doing, doing. They worked this stuff out during alpha in Minecraft, I'm pretty sure. Maybe it was beta. I've only edited some of the episodes, and so all I really remember of these episodes is I'm just having trouble placing blocks. I'll have to watch a later episode, see when it actually takes place that I... Alright, we're up here. This is nowhere near high enough. I don't know. Maybe sandstone? I should have taken one of those glow blocks with me, too. You know, let's just do all the sandstone. There's no point. Maybe leave one behind. Let's go up to 256. Make sure to put a sign on the very top. Well, I know what it is. I don't need to put a sign here. I know what this place is. This is 0, 0. Make a shack on top of the pole. Or an observation platform. Yeah, but I can't go up here without a ladder. Not being able to get back up there was a joke about placing the sign. Ah, yeah. Of course, I know what it would say. There's no point. There we go. Now we gotta figure out what to place on the top. Don't have glass yet. Alright, let's see what we got for Willow here. We need 9 in the center, but we need 1 here. Wait, that's soil. It'd be really nice if I could break them into slabs and place slabs so that they take up, so that I have to use half a block instead of 1 block. And that's sandstone. Why is the sandstone there? Well, if I've got more sandstone... Wrong button. Alright, so now what we gotta do, and this is the difficult part. I have to get out of here. But I have to get out of here while keeping this thing intact. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna plant. And we'll leave this like this. Well, time to say goodbye to this place. We should light it up. Now it's something that we might be able to see from a great distance, but not from where we were. But if we start approaching 0, we might see it, but then we might not. Oh, is that warm water? Can't tell. Can't tell. Can't see anything at nighttime. Up. Time to go. And we're back home. Well, we've been to 0. That log, those oak logs look like dirt. We'll put some stuff away, and then we're gonna flowers, and lily pads, but it's all new. More copper. Need some... Oh! Where's the wood stuff? I didn't see the wood stuff. Where's the wood stuff? That's not wood. Wood! There's wood. Get rid of the oak too already. We got a lot of oak. Alright. I guess we're done for the episode. We've accomplished a great many things, but what we have not accomplished is anything that we could really appreciate at a distance right now. We know we've been to 0, and we know that we could go there. And I have to fix some more textures. I don't know yet. I don't know what we're going to do yet. I kind of want to get used to the existing textures. It's one of those things. This is a game that I'm going to be playing a lot off camera, just because there's nothing else I could really do about this. We need to have a nice big world map, a nice big number of places to build things, and we're only just getting started, and the game is only just getting started. So I want to say thank you very much for watching. Hey, I'm just glad we got stairs now and all that. I gotta make use of it before 0.1.0 so that I have so that I could use the chisel for as much as I can before they make it difficult and then you have to do other things. So I'll put my bed here. No, that doesn't work. Let's try it like this. Little space here, just lay down here. See you next time, and bye-bye.